I can't see winning here, so if you're happy, we're happy to go, yeah.
Aaron, quite so welcome to Podgorica. After a couple of days to reflect on Friday night's game, there was a buzz as far as fans, media, ex-players were concerned. How was it to be a part of this great team goal?
Yeah, it was very exciting. I think you could tell the way that we played, the way, the reaction of the fans, the players after the game. I think you could see that we all really enjoyed that. Yes, it's very early days in our progress and things like that, but you could see with just 3 or 4 sort of days training and working on things, it was evident the way that we want to play, and we did, we executed what we wanted to do against, a team that finished in the quarterfinals of a European final. So we have to take a lot from that. The only thing that was missing was the goal. So yeah, we're really excited about what the future holds.
What have you done since then in preparation for this game? It's a quick turnaround, isn't it? You do much the same kind of thing? Do you adapt your plan for Montenegro?
Yeah, of course. Every game's different. Every team has its own habits. So yeah, there's a lot of information again gone in the last couple of days. Yeah, it was more of a recovery base emphasis on things because the turnaround's quite quick. But yeah, we'll definitely have a different game plan now going into this one.
One of the players that were pretty substituted in the second half. Was that to manage your load? Because it's an intense new style, isn't it? You feel good and ready to start against Montenegro as well?
Yeah, I think obviously, the intensity, that was a massive thing for us to play at that sort of level, and it can get you out of trouble a few times as well if you play at the right intensity. So yeah, I think we have the players to be able to do that. We have our sprint distance and things like that were really high on the day. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Don't know the team yet, but I'm ready to play some part if called upon.
And just finally for me, Craig said when he announced the squad, he thought you'd enjoy this style of football, and speaking to some of the other players after just 3 or 4 sessions, they spoke about how much they enjoyed it. Is that the case for you? Has it kind of renewed your enjoyment of the game?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the way that everything has gone over the last week has been, very positive, and I think you could see that, just with the excitement of the fans and things like that as well. It was evident. It was there to see, and I think, like I said, a lot of information, but we got the sort of results from, the hard work that we've put in on and off the pitch. So, goals will come if we play like that more often than not.
Aaron, talking of that intensity, how easy is it to replicate in an international window? It's got to be for you guys to come in, pick that one game, and then turn around to the next one. It requires you all to be a real level of fitness.
Yeah, I think the players that we have, the profile of players that we have as well, they all play, at a level where that intensity is required week in, week out. Premier League's probably the biggest, the highest intensity intense league in the world, and Championship is not far behind that as well if you look across Europe. So I mean, the players are used to it. We have a squad as well, so we can chop and change when needed and things, and the players that will come in have been exposed to that as well. So yeah, we're excited to play that way as well. We want to play that way. We want to play on the front foot, and that was evident the other night.
Just asking about Sorba, because he had a terrific return to the team, got the man of the match, and it's obviously missed out on a good period with Wales. Is he kind of fitted back in seamlessly? Do you see a new Sorba that's come back into the squad?
Yeah, I think Sorba obviously played really well the other night, as did the whole team really. But I think Sorba's come in, got his head down and worked hard and enjoyed the week as everybody else has. So yeah, I think, you know, the way that he played the other night was great, and hopefully he can keep replicating that now, and you know, build on that as the team to be consistent now over the next few games to really put us in a good place then come the qualifiers in March.
So just looking at some of the players that have come in, it does feel quite fresh in terms of when Lewis and Charlie Crew came in and Mark House back in the squad. Does it feel like a new squad? Are you kind of starting again a little bit in terms of bonding together?
Yeah, I think obviously, we've always had that side to it, the team spirit and things like that. You know, everybody's you know, comes into the squads and settles in really easily and feels a part of that. That's sort of value of ours to make everybody feel welcomed and a part of, you know, the bigger picture. So yeah, we've had a few injuries that we've had to deal with, but there's nothing new there. But obviously these players then are given the opportunities to come back in and to show what they're capable of doing. And these boys, you know, Sparky's been in fine form for his club at the moment, so yeah, he's deserved that, and yeah, I think everybody's just excited and wants to play a part.
Aaron, you played for some pretty aggressive managers in your career. I think of Arsene Wenger, Max Allegri, Lucius Sarri. It's obviously been just one game from great relevant, but what traits do you see in him that reminds you of the coach you might work with?
I think you can see how passionate he is about it. That's a massive sort of strength there is. He lives it. And transmitting that to the players as well. It's been sort of. It makes it so much easier, and you want to work for him, you want to run for him. You can see the passion that he in his delivery to the team. So yeah, these little things and definitely make you want to to work hard and to do all of that side of it for him, and then to see the results as well. So I think him and his staff have come in and done an amazing job so far. I know it's very early days, but they've all settled in really well and all got their own qualities, and have all had their sort of part to play so far. And yeah, I'm just, you know, I know I've said it a lot, but it's really exciting times ahead.
Does that style remind you of how Wenger's Arsenal played at all, or Sarri? Obviously Allegri, it's a different conversation, isn't it? Or Sarri went to the emphasis on having the ball, on attacking, to remind you of those two teams.
Yeah, I think with Arsene, he always, you know, that free-flowing football sort of, you know, get the ball down and play sort of mentality. I think that is similar, but I think the game as well, and the way that Craig sees the game is different now. I think it's evolved. You know, he works really hard and sees the game differently. And I think now, over the course of the next few games, this sort of teething process will only put us in a better place then, and you can see where we're going to be then going into that in the qualifiers in March.
Just finally from me, you said the game has evolved so much now, and there seems to be so many instructions to players. This isn't talking about players, just talking about coaches in general. Is it hard for them to find a balance between giving you all these instructions, but also you're obviously all very good at football, a lot of it comes naturally? Is that quite a thin tightrope to walk, give you enough and not overload?
Yeah, I think obviously, yeah, we're a squad full of, you know, talented players, and in, you know, certain areas of the pitch in the final third, then that's up to us to make the difference. You know, that's football, but the little details in other parts of the game, yeah, I think they are huge in order for you to have the advantage then going forward into the final third, which can, you know, give you an extra yard or give you an overload where you can create a little bit of magic then, or, you know, do something to get the upper hand. So yeah, I think that's where, you know, them little bits of detail.
Hello, good evening. Let me ask you how you feel on the pitch. I mean, you had 2 solid chances, let's say, against Turkey. How do you feel in these situations?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, you know, I've played a lot of minutes so far this season, so yeah, I feel okay. Yeah, on another day, I think we score a few more goals. What is important, though, is that we get into positions to have the chances to score. So, yeah, I think we had 3 or 4 really good chances maybe to score, but it didn't quite happen. But on any other day, probably we do.
You're right, you have scored. Also, in a few situations, it was very risky in your box when you lost a few balls. What do you think of that approach in general? It looks almost like some kind of, I mean, I know where all of you play and stuff like that, but some kind of cultural shock for some Welsh style of play. We watched DNS, you know, your champion a few months ago here. So how did you adapt to this new style?
Yeah, I think, yeah, of course, any new style or any new thing in any walk of life is going to take a bit of time to get used to. And there are going to be mistakes made. But what's important is that we show progression, show that we can learn from these mistakes and improve as a team. And I think you'll see that now over the next 6 games to put us in a much better place than going forward before the World Cup qualifiers start.
You said you received a lot of information about Montenegro, and we know you want to tell us, I don't know how much, but your general view of our team.
I think, yeah, there's talented players in the team which can, you know, produce a moment of magic. So we have to be aware of that. We have to stop that threat. I think it's important for us to do the other side of the game as well and work hard, defensively be solid, which will give us the platform then to build into the game, to be able to get the ball and to dominate. So it's going to be a difficult game. We know in the past how difficult it is to come here. So we're under no illusion how hard we're going to have to work, and we're going to have to bring the same intensity as we did the other night to come away with something.
Thank you very much.
Just ask one more question. Just on the change of venue, Aaron, a small stadium that they're going to play in. Any concerns in the players in terms of switch of venue?
No, I don't think so. I think, you know, everything's been taken care of behind the scenes, and we're here to play a game of football. So wherever that may be, everything's been dealt with the best they can, and yeah, we're looking forward to playing.
Good. Thank you very much.